Hey, Kevin. How you doing, sir? Carol. Oh, nice 404. Yeah, we're just on a bus right now over to Fraser University. We're going to check it out.
Open the back door, please.
Can I go first?
What's up, Medano? Cheers, thank you, Medano, for the $5 super chat. Awesome, my friend. We're here on the bus on Hastings Street. Gonna go explore SFU. I think we're almost there. That's right, Carol. Derek C. We've been going uphill for the last 5 minutes, it seems. All right, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. The time's around 11:45 a.m. Pacific. And the temperature is 21 degrees here in Burnaby, British Columbia. Welcome, everyone, to the campus of Simon Fraser University. Let's go explore. Hello to Carol, Israel. Hello to Nita. Welcome, Nita. We've also got Derek and Medano and 404 in the chat. And Harjot. Welcome, Harjot. Hope you're doing well, Harjot. Alright, so we can go towards the West Mall or the Strand Hall. Let's go this way. Who knew we were so high in elevation here? That bus ride was straight uphill for a long period of time. I know we were on Burnaby Mountain, but I didn't think it was that high up. We've got the transportation hub here. Yes, it's Taco Tuesday today, Israel, exactly. You gotta have tacos on Tuesday. This is the Earl and Jenny Long building. A lot of wilderness out here. Kind of in the middle of nowhere. Similar to UBC, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty far from the rest of civilization. Because that one bus stop was on Hastings and Duthie, and then we went for like another 10 minutes before we got to the next bus stop. Pretty thick woods down there. Looks like the Prism app is slightly improved. They've got a lot, the chat looks a lot brighter now in terms of the font. Looks like we're buffering, right? I think it started buffering, didn't it? Okay, well, I still think I want to go this way, even though I feel like that way is probably more, not much to see. Hello, Wing Christine and Yoshi are with us. Welcome, Yoshi. Welcome, Christine. Hello, Elvin. Welcome, Elvin. Hey, David, how you doing? Today is Mexico's Independence Day, says Israel. Oh, I didn't know that. September 16th is Mexico's Independence Day. Well, happy Mexico Independence Day. Mexico is similar to the United States in many ways in their system of government. It's actually, the official name of Mexico isn't just Mexico, it's the Mexican United States, or the United States of Mexico. It's a very similar system. think they achieved independence in 1821, but don't quote me on that. Hello, Chris. Welcome, Chris. We'll go this way. What is this brutalist style building here? Everything is very brutalist on the campus of SFU, it looks like. Hey, Richard. Do not feed the wildlife. It looks like they have bears and deer here on campus, according to the sign. Nice trees growing here in the atrium. Oh, okay, that's cool. I've got a hole there for the trees to grow through. It's a very nice day today. 21 degrees and very sunny. Pretty nice weather here in Vancouver, I must say. Got this large square here. Very brutalist. But nice nonetheless. I don't hate brutalist architecture, I just find it interesting. You would drop out if you saw a bear on campus. In BC, you might see one. And 404, $5 super chat for a cold beverage. Thank you so much, 404. Appreciate you, my friend. I will grab a cold one later. And Jets Levels with us. Welcome, Jets. We've got the this. They have this at every university. During the first couple weeks, they'll have all these things you can sign up for. They might have this all year round in this square here, who knows. Interesting roof work. It's a very giant teddy bear over here. You said you would drop out if you saw a bear on campus, David. There's a bear on campus. A big bear. Let's walk through this atrium style area. This is the bookstore. University bookstores are very popular places. Got like a fountain here that probably is usually on, but maybe not on right now. You kind of like the clean straight lines of the brutalist architecture. Cuddly and deadly, yes. It didn't look too deadly. I think that was a fun bear, like Winnie the Pooh. Very almost Soviet-esque here. Is it fair to say this is almost Soviet-esque, would you say? I feel like this is something you'd see in maybe East Germany. If you guys remember East Germany, there used to be something called East Germany. It feels like you could see something like this here. Hey, Janice and Rick. Welcome, Janice. This definitely looks like something that it could have been built in Berlin in the 1950s. East Berlin. And Brad Palmer's with us as well. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you, Brad, and Marie in North Bay. We're over here at Simon Fraser University in Burnaby, Burnaby, British Columbia, not California. And $2 super chat. Navin, thank you so much, Navin. $2 super chat. Appreciate you, my friend. Yo, Robert. Yo, Navin. I saw you on Henry's stream the other day. That was cool that you got to, you know, hang out with everyone. Not just Henry, but the whole gang was there. Let's check out the campus map, see where else we can explore here. So we are here right now, and we want to maybe go check out the academic quadrangle. So we need to go that way, turn right, basically need to go that way. Or did we already check that out? Oh, they've got a field named after Terry Fox. Terry Fox Field. That's good. I like that. Either way, let's go back down that main street there. The main campus is that way? The main campus is that way?
Yeah.
Just keep going, follow that road, this road? Oh, okay. So can I follow in and then go in eventually? What?
Where are you looking for?
Just like the center of campus, the quadrangle.
Yeah, you can keep walking that way. It's going to take you to the side, or you can enter in here, go up there, and walk through publication.
Oh, okay. That would be indoors though, right?
It's not fully indoors now.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's go this way. Thank you. I think I already walked through there though, so let's continue on the outside area. Let's see what else SFU has to offer. We've got Elvin. How long are you in BC? Oh, I don't know if I'll be going back to San Francisco anytime soon, my friend. You're old enough to remember David Hasselhoff sitting on top of the Berlin Wall, yes. I remember when the Berlin Wall fell. I was pretty young, but I still remember them talking about it in 1989. No one, even to this day, no one knows what happened, why it fell, exactly what led to the fall of the Berlin Wall. It just kind of happened. And Carl Roth, another great day for a walk. We're going to explore Simon Fraser today, Carl, here. We're actually on the campus now. Janice Pike remembers Baywatch. Baywatch is, yes, one of the most iconic shows of all time, right? Pamela Anderson. Nicole Eggert. You see a beautiful mountain in the distance. Yeah, it's a beautiful area around here. Sorry about that. It's a very nice beautiful landscape out here. Yeah, pretty nice views from here. We're on the top of Burnaby Mountain. And we've got Boom Productions with us in the house. What's up, Boom? Boom is probably working while lurking. And Neville is with us. Oh, Boom is in Prince Edward Island. That's right, Boom. You're going to Prince Edward Island. Hope you're doing well there. You have family there, I believe. And are you going to be doing some live streams from there, or? We've got a very large communication tower here. A lot of different communication devices there. Satellite dishes and antennas galore. Oh, my zoom is all fucked up. Sorry about that. Live in 3 hours, cool. Well, make sure you guys check out Boom 3 hours from now from Prince Edward Island. Never been over there myself, but I'd like to go. So we're in that university place. And they say it's the most self-sustainable city or something like that. I don't know if it counts as its own city or if it's just like a experimental community or something. I don't know. Tim Hortons. Gotta have at least, well, more than one on each university campus. I believe Western University had about 17 back in the day. Tim Hortons outlets, not like full Tim Hortons restaurants, but they have like small little outlets in a bunch of different buildings. Okay, see you, Carol. A deli cafe. This looks good. Hot meals to go. Lots of nice meats and cheeses here. Aye.
Thank you.
Let's try the Cabana lemonade. Lemonade's almost always good. Janice Pike says beer. I could have got a beer right here at the liquor store, but they won't let me drink.
Because when you walk, you also
Okay, you can move the thing now. Glacier. We ended up meeting at a university in Brussels. Can you walk around the campus? Yes. Yes, I've just been walking. A root beer float, Janice.
What's up, Bob?
Hey. I haven't had a root beer float in a long time.
Lifespan development. It is developmental, but it's lifespan.
R5 picks up here. R5 bus is here. R5 bus is here.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You haven't had one in a while, but the store made you think of one. Yeah, it's been buffering in a little bit in this area, I noticed. It's weird. I see. Unloading only, I see. I wonder if A&W has root beer floats still. Anymore, eh, Neville? I feel like they used to, no? You love to cook, Janice? Well, I'd say I'm a pretty good cook. I made home, but I clinical psychology centers down there. So it looks like the signal isn't too great here on campus, so I might hop on a bus and take you guys back to the city with me. It's a good like 25 minutes just to get back, so Let's see if I can make it over here in time before the bus leaves. Hang on one sec. We'll head back to civilization. It's a cute campus though, very brutalist architecture all throughout I noticed, but it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good actually. I like the design. It's not imposing. Yes, round like a circle, exactly. Looks like there's quite a bit of construction here. On that side there's construction, on that side over there there's construction. Now we'll go back down Burnaby Mountain. I felt like the bus was almost struggling to get up the hill when we were coming up here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. Very nice weather here. Hotter than I expected. It hasn't been that hot, but today it's like at least 25 degrees right now. You can type in ! weather to find out what the temperature is over here. There you go, Juanita. 22, 23, yeah. But it's getting warmer and warmer as the day goes on. just did a I never said anything nasty about you. You go ahead and side with the haters. The ones who are calling everyone names all the time. You go ahead and do that, buddy. It's the truth. Hey Trojan, what's up, my man? Going down Burnaby Mountain. It's much easier for the bus to go this way. Hey Mike Landry, what's up? think everything I said was well deserved. Thanks, Brad. That was a few weeks ago too when I said that, so I don't know why he's bringing it up now. I forgot all about it, to be honest with you. But I did notice that our friend Once Upon a City has been calling me names as well in her live stream. She referred to me as a quote-unquote fruitcake, which, to be honest with you, is a very derogatory term that used to be used against gay men all the time, and it's basically a slur. So as far as I'm concerned, Sally should apologize to the LGBT. I don't give a shit if she calls me that because I'm not gay, but she should definitely apologize to the LGBT community for using that term towards me and Johnny, and also she used it in general. She also referred to them as rainbow people. It's very disrespectful to call them that. Call the LGBT community rainbow people. So Sally owes a lot of people an apology, but not me, because I don't give a shit what she has to say about me. And I don't think Johnny Strides cares either. I haven't spoken to him about it, but I doubt it takes up too much of his thinking space. Exactly, Brad. Like she's using that term, like throwing it around like it's no big deal, but that's a very offensive term. People who grew up in my generation, we used to hear that term as an insult and a demeaning way to call a gay person, you know. And I would never use that term against someone, even if they, whether gay, straight. I would never use that term. So, frankly, I think it's a slur, and she should be apologizing for that. She's used it multiple times on her live stream. Neville's asking, why is she calling him names? I have no idea, Neville. She's just been going like on rants and like getting really angry at everybody for absolutely no reason, and insulting them and calling the names and throwing all kinds of hatred at people for no reason at all. Nobody did anything to her. Like, I don't see what the issue is. She was perfectly fine a few months ago. Something snapped. Now she's going on homophobic rants and demeaning people, calling people names, threatening people, wishing death upon people. She wished death upon Marg, death upon T-Shods. Who would do that on a live stream? Who would do that in our community? That's like the opposite of what we stand for. Juanita finds it disgusting, as do I. She was at Sip's birthday party? I know, well, she was obviously just there just to get her name out there so that people will know who Once Upon a City is, so she can get more views on her channel. She doesn't care about any of these people. She did the same thing with Mark D. She hung out with Mark D. She did a bunch of collabs with Mark D. And then she's like, tosses her aside and basically wishes that she literally said, I don't care if she gets hit by a car. Like, who would say something like that? That's disgusting. I don't even feel that way towards my enemies. Like, I don't feel that way towards, I don't want harm to come upon the people that I've been talking about in the chat. For instance, Sally or Jellybean. I don't want them to get hit by a car. I don't want any physical harm to happen to them. Why would she go to that lengths and be so full of hate? You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Janice isn't happy with her either. Exactly, Brad. Like, why do you think I was saying that about Randy? Because Randy, you know, he's a supporter of all of our channels. And him and Dave and Bangor Man and a couple other people are like making it seem like what Sally is saying is no big deal. Like, they're not even calling her out on it. They're not even saying anything to her. Like, okay, fine, you want to watch her channel, go ahead, but at least make a few comments telling her to shut up, telling her to like not be such an idiot all the time and not be so mean and hateful all the time. They won't even say anything to her. They're like totally okay with it going on, like the live stream is no big deal. And that Kitty M's Canada, I don't know who that lady is, Kitty M's Canada. I think I've seen her in some live streams before. She's also like 100% pro Sally and a couple other people. And like they're not even they don't even care that she's throwing all this hate at everyone. They're like laughing it up. Obviously Yahya, a complete bottom feeder, he's really indulging in it. He's always trying to egg her on and getting her to say more. And Jellybean and the Club obviously have their own intentions, but none of these people actually give a shit about Sally. They don't care how deep the hole she digs for herself, as long as she's saying shit about others and, you know, excoriating others. That's all they want to hear. They don't give a shit about her. Misery loves company. Exactly, Nita. I'm going to call Juanita Nita from now on. That's her nickname. Yeah, who's this Kitty woman? Like, she must be very two-faced. And also Growing Serenity, like she seems so nice, Growing Serenity. I don't know why she threw shade at Brad, she threw shade at it. Now she's like 100% pro Sally. Fine, if you want to support Sally, go ahead, but at least call her out on this shit. You know, at least say, well, you know, I like your live streams, but why do you have to say all this bad stuff about people like T-Shods and Marg and Johnny Strides and the Palmers, myself? I don't give a shit what she says about me, but I'm just saying. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys don't give a shit what she says. But what's the point of like going on a live stream and saying all this negative stuff? Is that what we're all about now? I could do it too, but I don't really hate anybody, you know what I mean? Even Sally, I would never say anything negative about her if she didn't start this whole fight. She was perfectly fine a few months ago. She was one of my mods. I had her in she was in the chat all the time. She gave me she was completely pleasant in the chat. I had zero issues with her a couple months ago. Zero. Like, I was totally happy to have her as part of our community. I considered her a friend. I was friendly with her. Like, I mean, I'm not best friends, but I was friendly with her. And I'm sure if I met her in person, we would have gotten along great. Yeah, it's okay if you don't want to mention names. I hear you, because everyone's faking screenshots and taking account of who's mentioning names. But frankly, I don't care, because my name's being mentioned on live streams as well in the chat by certain people. And, you know, like, if you're going to keep talking about me, and I don't know what Randy is all upset about. Like, I thought we already put that whole issue aside. I said, like, Randy, like, you want to go support her, you go fine. But at least, you know, at least you should be upset that she's saying all this stuff. Like, aren't you a little bit like embarrassed that she's saying all this stuff? Now you're siding with someone who's like saying all this negative stuff about all these live streamers that we like. She goes after Henry. She tried to ruin Henry's channel by doing copyright strikes on his channel. Like, that's vindictive, man. Yeah, exactly, Juanita. I 100% agree with Juanita that these streams are supposed to be very relaxing and positive atmosphere where people come here to make friends in the chat and talk to their friends and talk to each other and hang out talk to the live streamer and see what's happening in the various cities that we live stream from. You know, a lot of folks, maybe they can't go out and do stuff every day. They're stuck at home. They have mobility issues, they work from home, whatever it happens to be, so they like to watch people walk around the city, and they get to see all the vibrancy of be it Toronto, Vancouver, San Francisco, New York, whatever city it is. And I don't think they want to hear the live streamer saying, oh, this guy's an asshole, this guy's a quote-unquote fruitcake, which, like, again, I think that's a pretty bad slur. I mean, I'm only saying that right now to give as an example of what she said. I would never actually use that term against someone, or even in general, but Sally's used it multiple times on her live streams. And I don't know why she's referring to me and Johnny as that, because neither of us are actually gay men, but at least she's, like, I guess that's good that she's not throwing invectives at the gay men, but I don't know. But either way, I mean, she shouldn't be using that term. She actually said that she doesn't agree with the so-called rainbow people, but I don't like that term, rainbow people, in general. That's also very disrespectful to call them that. Like, so she owes a lot of people an apology, all right? She owes a lot of people an apology, because I have friends who are gay men, and I respect them. I like them a lot, and I don't want people calling them those kind of names and demeaning them and insulting them like that. Exactly, Nita. I totally agree. Exactly, Janice. Oh, he's having a delayed reaction. Well, I mean, maybe he just, I don't know. I was hoping to put this issue to bed, you know, and just, like, not even talk about it anymore, but now Randy had to get me all riled up by saying all I said was, why are you following her, like, kissing her ass and, like, being all, like, pro Sally when she's saying all this horrible stuff about everyone else? Like, are you, like, does Randy hate all the live streamers that she hates now all of a sudden? Is he anti-T-Shods? Is he anti-Johnny now? I mean, I think the other day he did say he doesn't follow Johnny anymore, but then he was in the chat like a couple days later and he gave Johnny a super chat, so I don't know what Randy is even. He's all over the place, man. And here's the thing, like, it's not... Spider says, say it to her face. Well, I have never met her in person, but I'd be happy to say it to her face, because the things I've been saying are not personal attacks. I'm not personally attacking anyone. All I'm saying is the words that she's been using and the actions that she's been taking are very disgusting and rude and inappropriate, and that's what I'm upset about. I'm not talking about her in a personal manner. I'm just criticizing her words and her actions, because 2 months ago she was perfectly fine. Same with all the people that I have been excoriating on my channel. I don't have personal animosity towards them, and it's not coming from a place of hatred. It's coming from a place of disappointment and anger at the actions and the words that they've been using. Ken and Johnny did start it in Toronto, that's true. And Action Kids started it up in New York. Well, again, Brad, I don't want to throw those kind of invectives. I know a lot of people have accused Sally of drinking too much, and I think she does drink on her live streams, or at least before her live stream. But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, if you say that to her, she'll be like, oh, but Johnny Strides drinks and does edibles on his Stumbles channel. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So it's not like it's the end of the world. But here's the thing. It's not a question of drinking. It's what you're saying while you've been drinking, right? All these words that you've been, like, throwing out of your mouth, is it because of the alcohol? Has been loosening your tongue? Nobody wants to see a drunk person on live stream, I can assure you of that. I'm not saying she's, like, flat out drunk, although when she met with Adam Hidden Jackpots and Lisa, she was, like, flat out drunk, alright? She was, like, kept slurring her words and was like, I'm so happy to meet you guys, I'm so happy to meet you guys. She said the same thing like 8 times on Adam's live stream. She wasn't live streaming, she just went to meet Adam and Lisa when they were in Toronto, so that's fine. She was just on camera, but, like, you could tell she was sauced that night, you know what I mean? I'm not saying she's not allowed to. She's a grown woman, she can drink as much as she wants, but nobody really wants to see that on a live stream, alright? Like, I'm not trying to judge. I've been drunk myself 1,000 times, so that I wouldn't do it on a live stream because nobody really wants to see that stuff on a live stream.
Also, it's unanimous.
And Mike Perdomo is here. Thank you, Mike. Welcome, sir. We've got Jerica. Well, Henry shouldn't have told people to choose between his channel or hers. What's he, a channel dictator now? People are free to follow who they want, says Jerica Minx. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Jerica. It's not like he's saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do this. He's just saying, why would you want to support someone who is like launching all these invectives and using all this hatred, you know what I mean? I mean, I said the same thing on my channel, like when I did my response to Once Upon a City, I did a whole live stream basically on that. And I said like to folks like Randy, to folks like Dave in Bangor, Maine, like why are you supporting someone who's all of a sudden saying all this negative stuff about other streamers that you follow? Like, you know, Randy's been banned from Henry's channel, so maybe he has issues with Henry, I don't know. But he used to be a big fan of Johnny. I know he's a big fan of Ken. I don't know, he said the other day he has issues with Johnny. I have no idea why. Like, Johnny's just doing his thing. If you guys are jealous of his success, go get a life, all right? Go get your own career. Go get your own job. I mean, anyone who's jealous of anyone else's success is just a loser to begin with. So, obviously, Once Upon a City has decided to take upon herself to throw all these invectives against everybody. And we're wondering, well, why would you still keep... Fine, if you want to keep watching her live streams because you like her as a person and you like her channel and everything, fine, but how come you're not at least calling her out on it? How come you're not at least saying in the chat, hey, will you please stop saying all this negative stuff about everyone? Because our community's not about that. Why aren't you sticking up for our community instead of just pretending like nothing's happening? Or even some of you are actually egging her on. I wouldn't say Randy was egging her on in the chat. I don't think he was. Actually, he wasn't. But other people were. Like Mr. Yahya, who always posts about me and other live streamers and then deletes them a couple hours later because he's a little chicken shit, little twerp. And by the way, Yahya would have been 100% against Sally. He would have been the first one come out against her and say she's a horrible person. He would because if he was still part of our community and if he was still accepted by our community. But the problem is he's been banned and he's an outcast now, and that's the reason why he's been going after Once Upon a City. Because he's been banned from everyone else's channel, but he doesn't really like Sally at all. In fact, he would have been the first one to go against her back a few months ago if he was still you know, not a complete pariah. Janice says words hurt. They can. I agree with you, Janice. You can't just be saying whatever you want in life and try and get away with it. Yeah, well, look. He said that because he was pissed, all right? Now, I kind of say the same thing. It's like... like when you're using like all this threatening language against everybody, and you're basically wishing death upon members of our community. Like, why would anyone want to follow someone that's so so angry like that and so acting so awful like that? So Henry has a point. And if you notice, there's very few people that are even in Sally's chat anymore, but there's a lot of viewers. She's getting a lot more viewers because everyone wants to see what horrible thing she's going to say next. But if you look at the chat, really it's just a few handful of bottom feeders essentially that are in there. Most of them are trying to egg her on. There's a couple nice folks like Adam Hidden Jackpots is still supporting her, but I feel like maybe he should say something to her. Maybe that'll smarten her up. But it's up to everyone to do what they want in life. So, but I have a right to judge people for their actions, not for. I don't judge people for who they are, like as a person, as how they're born. I judge people for their actions and their words. If you're gonna say hurtful, mean stuff to people, I'm not gonna let you get away with that shit. That is a very long bus. Hey Janice, it's like a triple bus. Hey Carol, welcome back. People feed off toxic people, says Nita. I agree with you. But why? Like why do you want to be toxic? Yeah, I mean, look, I'll be the first one to say that I was perfectly fine with Sally a few months ago, and I would watch all of her live streams and I would comment. She would come into my live streams and comment. When I was in Toronto, she was in the chat there. She was guiding me and Henry over to where Ready Eddie and Sip were at the Pride Fest, and we were able to meet them. And she was really great that day in the chat, you know, and she was doing her duty as a mod. There was people saying rude stuff and she was like giving them warnings and stuff. I was totally happy with that. I was like, yeah, that's great. That's what mods should do. And then all of a sudden, like, she got very nasty. Tara was promoting and following a channel that she now says has hateful speech. Sally has an opinion and told Tara that publicly. Well, I mean, I think it would have been better to do it privately if she really had an issue with her. Now, first of all, it's really no one else's business who Tara has on her channel as the mods. I know she's talking about True North Transparency and Mad Labs Press. They have those auditing channels, and that's fine. Look, Tara doesn't have an auditing channel, okay? So she just has those guys as mods, first of all. Now, do I agree 100% with the auditing channels? Not really. I mean, I understand where they're coming from. I think they mean well, you know, but I don't like to blame the police for everything. It's more the government that I would be, you know, having an issues with. But whatever, okay? Like, fine. Yeah, I'm more railing against the politicians in life rather than the police, you know. I feel like the police are just doing their job, but that's fine. I'm not going to get mad at Tara for having those people as her mods. What do I give a shit? She can have whoever she wants as her mods. Why does Sally care? She doesn't have to watch Mad Lab Press or True North Transparency. Well, I think T-Shods was referring to a specific Jerica Minx. Jerica, is that some sort of alias? I've never seen you in the chat before, Jerica. Maybe you have a different name today. But Jerica, look, T-Shods, you know, she had them as her mods, but she doesn't really do that kind of stuff. So I support. Even if she did, I wouldn't really give a shit, man. Like, people can do whatever they want. Like, I'm not here to judge like some channel. Like, it's not illegal. He's making money. He's doing his job. Let him have that channel. And she was talking about a specific preacher on the street that was on her live stream, and she was disavowing him. I don't think she was disavowing Mad Lab Press. I mean, True North and Mad Lab Press, she met them in real life. They seem like, especially True North Transparency, he seems like a really nice guy. Okay, he seems like a really nice guy. And a lot of people like those kind of channels now, and they're getting a lot of views, so hey. Now, personally, I wouldn't want all the police to be angry with me. Because the Toronto police, you know, they're obviously going to talk to each other. They're going to show each other those videos, and they're going to be like, keep an eye out for this guy, okay? The last thing I want is the entire Toronto Police Department saying, keep an eye out for this guy, okay? Because if I run a red light and I get pulled over, the chances of me getting off with just a warning are 0, all right? 0, if the cops hate you, okay? I would rather them say, hey, love West Coast Walkers channel, great channel, West Coast. I want all the cops to love my channel. So then when I get pulled over with a red light, at least I have a 2% chance of getting off. Hey, George, what's up? Don't make me a mod because I will be a drunk with power and ban everyone. Okay, Mark Bass. Or is it Mark Bass? It's bad to promote channels that do edgy content, but okay to talk trash about channels that promote ethical standards and good vibes. Exactly. And, you know, she's going on and on about how Johnny's channel, the CBC should be defunded because they had Johnny's channel on. What did Johnny ever do to get into this mess? She's calling him and me a pinko fruitcake. Pinko. I don't like that term, fruitcake. I don't think that term should be used, man. Like, to me, that's just as bad as a lot of other slurs that were thrown against the gay community back in the day to insult them and demean them, even to this day. And frankly, I think she owes a major apology to the whole LGBT community for the way she's been talking on her channel. Pinko, I think, refers to sort of a liberal leftist person, like a hippie, basically. You can call me what you want, but pinko, that doesn't describe me at all, okay? I'm not no pinko, all right? I don't even describe myself as liberal. I'm more conservative. I've always been conservative. I mean, I don't vote for I don't vote at all. I haven't voted since I was 19, but my philosophy is more on the conservative side, especially when it comes to economic issues, more like, you know, I believe capitalism made this country great, made America great, made all the rich and powerful countries great. You're not going to convince me otherwise. When it comes to social issues, I'm more of like a live and let live kind of guy. You know what I mean? I don't judge people for their actions unless their actions are hurting others. I do not like crime. I do not like criminals. I think we need to be much, much harsher, especially on violent criminals. When it comes to our, you know, justice system, we need to be much more harsher on violent criminals and heroin dealers and fentanyl dealers. Those people need to be charged with homicide, not just like 2 years for drug dealing. No, 25 to life. But I don't know. Is that what pinkos believe? I don't think pinkos believe that. Am I a pinko? Pinko. Oh, Janice, yeah. All the best to Rick tomorrow. God bless him. I'm sure he'll have I hope he'll have wonderful news tomorrow. But if not, you know, we've all got your back, Janice. We got your back. You and Rick's, but we got your back. We got you and Rick's back. We've got Surin with us. Welcome, Surin. And Mark M is in the house. Mark Bass says both pronunciations are correct. Yes. Bass and bass mean two different things, but we'll just go with whatever I feel like. I didn't mean to get into all the negative talk, you know, but Randy's saying I was saying all this bad stuff. I actually didn't say anything bad stuff about Randy. All I said was, why the hell are you still following and kissing ass of Sally over there? I mean, I did say Randy can be an asshole once in a while, but he knows that, okay? He knows he can be an asshole once in a while. That's not a lie. That's the truth, okay? So most dudes can be assholes once in a while, all right? That's just how it is. But like, at least call her out on that stuff, Randy. If you want to keep supporting once, go for it. But at least like maybe say something to her about all the negative stuff she's been saying, all the anti-gay stuff. She's been very, like Brad said, basically homophobic on her channel lately. And maybe you could like say something to her to like shut her up about all that, like instead of just ignoring it like nothing happened. She doesn't owe me an apology though. I don't give a shit if she calls me these names. I mean, I think it's funny. But she should be apologizing to the LGBT community, if you ask me. A pinko is a slang term for a person with left-leaning or liberal views. Yes. Yeah, sorry, Neville. I didn't mean to bring this up today. But Mr. Randy got me all fired up. I guess that happens. But like I said, I would love to just go back to, you know, I wish all this would end and we could just, you know, put aside our differences. But, well, actually, I wish it never happened. People with big egos aren't all of a sudden going to apologize, though, I'll tell you that much. You will not be hearing an apology coming from the people who should be saying sorry, I can guarantee that. Mark M is saying Randy Ruck is Canada's national treasure. Randy's not a bad guy. I got no issues with Randy. He's been good to me. He's always been very supportive of my channel. Pretty generous guy. He's, like I said, he can be a jerk sometimes. He's been banned from Henry's channel for giving Medano guff. He gave T-Shods. He was not very supportive of T-Shods when she was walking that Yonge Street, to be honest with you. But that's fine. We're here in Hastings Sunrise in the East Vancouver neighborhood, a very quiet, nice residential area. Do these houses have alleys behind them? They do. They do. You'll see a lot of alleys here in East Van. I'll show you one right now. Laneways or alleys, I don't know what the right word is, but here in Hastings Sunrise we have a lot of them. All throughout East Van, all throughout Vancouver actually, you'll see a lot of these laneways. In fact, this one will go here and then it'll turn right and you can see everyone will have, not everyone has garages, but a lot of people will have garages. Now, this is where people park their cars back here, you know, because if you look at all the houses around here, you're not going to see too many driveways out front, if any. Everyone parks back here. This is where they do the garbage pickup as well, so you don't have to put garbage out front. So everything is out back. And so yeah, this is the setup of Vancouver, which is that way, you know, to have that much space, to have oh But yeah, there's no graffiti. I mean, you will see alleys where there is like graffiti and paintings and murals and stuff like that. You will see alleys that have that, but not all of them. Like not the ones out here in these sort of residential. I wouldn't say there's a ton of graffiti in Vancouver. In certain areas there is. Some murals are nice, some drawings are nice, some graffiti painted mural, like that's not necessarily graffiti. Where graffiti to me is when they put like those weird letters and like they have their tag name or whatever the hell. Arrested. These houses look similar to Trinidad. Oh, do they? You wish laneways existed in the inner suburbs of Toronto. Now, some places do have laneways, right? But you're saying not in the inner suburbs? Where do they have laneways? I know that Ken shows laneways, you know, often on his channel. Johnny as well. Just going through the old, through all the messages here. Welcome to everyone who I haven't said hello to. I hope you're all doing well. Hope those who are lurking are doing well. There hasn't been that much chatter in the chats about me lately. I noticed some of the main characters have disappeared. I brought you here before to see the chickens. This is where the chickens come home to roost. And we've got Dirk G in the house. And Mark is asking, welcome Dirk, hope you're doing well in Germany, my friend. Mark is asking, does graffiti in Canada have to be both in English and French? Yes, by law it has to be. In Quebec it's French only. So we went for a couple bus rides today. We started on the first bus to Simon Fraser University. Walked around the campus with its brutalist architecture, which I don't mind. It has a nice grand, a little bit Soviet-esque, but that's okay. And then we took another bus back to East Van, and now we're exploring Hastings Sunrise, and I'm gonna wrap up the live stream here in the next few minutes. Cricket got mad that you spelled his name bad. Oh, I don't think Cricket gets mad at you, Janice. No one's gonna get mad at Janice. Anyone gets mad at Janice, they're gonna have to deal with me. You're allowed to spell things wrong, Janice. You're a very kind person. And I noticed Johnny sent you a heart. To do that. I don't think small channels can send out heart badges, but the bigger channels, they can do that. And it's well deserved, Janice. Have a great night, Nita. We're gonna wrap up the live stream here. Hope everyone enjoyed our little tour of SFU University. It was a pretty cool place to check out. One of the bigger universities here in Vancouver area. There's also UBC, which I've shown before, so you can check out my previous live stream of UBC. So thanks for everyone for joining. Thank you, Mark, Dirk, Carol, Janice, Juanita, Mike Landry, Brad Palmer, Surin. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you have a wonderful week. Mark M, how you doing, my friend? And hope you have an excellent week, everyone. Thanks to the mods. Thanks to those who sent support. Navin and 404 and Medano. Appreciate the super chats, my friends. Well, welcome, David. Hope you have a great week. Stay positive. Stay friends, everyone. Try not to be negative towards each other. Give everyone, support, like Janice and Rick, who have a big appointment tomorrow. Hopefully all that goes well, Janice. And give our best to everyone in your family. And we'll see you on the next one. Yes, praying for Rick and Janice. I pray. Absolutely, Janice. Everything's gonna go well. Don't worry. We got your back. Yes, cheers to everyone, and thanks to the mods, and thanks to everyone. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications, join a membership if you want, and we'll see what happens. All right, see you on the next one, folks. Okay, take care. Bye for now.